Hey, I'm here with Mystele Kirkeeng, and she has a project that I know you're gonna love. So Mystele, you brought this adorable little house with you that's freestanding. We're actually gonna build the way that it's gonna stand up, and it uses all kinds of materials that we all probably have around our house.
Right. I think that creativity and art needs to be accessible. So I just wanted to share really simple ways that you can create something lovely from stuff you probably have around your house.
Awesome. So we're starting with something I know I have at my house.
Right.
Which is,
Cardboard. Yep.
Yes, a cardboard box.
Yep. So you can decide how large you want your photo display to be. Mine is rather on the small side. And I've just sketched out a quick house on the back,
And
cut out around
if you're nervous
it.
about sketching, you could use a stencil, you could trace it, you could do whatever.
Right, right. And just, you can see it's wonky. I like wonky. I think the wonkier the better. So I just added a quick layer of gesso to the top of this to add a little bit more stability to the surface.
Okay, cool. And so once you have that gesso added, where are we going next?
Okay, well, you're gonna go look in your recycling bins or maybe kids' homework papers or tissue paper from the store, from stuff that has been wrapped up. I love envelopes because they have these awesome patterns that you can use as collage paper.
Right, because so many security envelopes, which are obviously meant to disguise what's in the envelope, are actually gorgeous patterns for you to use.
Yes.
And I know that you have one here that shows off a couple. This is a security envelope, and I believe this is a security envelope.
This actually is just a test print from my printer.
Oh, shut up. That's such a good idea. You really are a hoarder. That's awesome.
I am. And this piece here is from a calendar and kids' homework. So what I want to do is, here we go. I'm going to unify the surface with a little scratchy-watchy paint. Okay.
So you're just using white acrylic paint.
Yes, this is white acrylic.
And you're going over everything. And I noticed you put a little more paint in sort of the brown area because everything else was kind of whitish already.
Right.
But you're not putting on too heavy a coat because we're not obscuring what's underneath.
Right. And that really is because I'm going to keep it really simple, and I'm using crayon on top to add the color. Okay. First, I'm going to draw.
And now that paint's wet, but you're using your pencil on it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be okay.
Yes. Yep. What you want to do, depending on the size of your house, is decide what size your photo should be. So mine is on the small side, so I have a 2.5 by 2.5 inch photo. Okay, so I think I'm going to put it there, which means that I have room here and here for a window. Again, wonky is great, and a door.
Perfect. And I know you were holding that just above so that it wasn't touching into the wet paint in any way. Now, do you have to clean your pencil or anything after it gets in paint?
I do usually, like just this or with my finger. Yeah.
Just rub it off there. And I can see your drawing is very exact and precise with clear perspective. No, but that's the fun of it, which is I can see doing this with kids. I can see doing this with family of all kinds, that you can all make your little, oh my gosh, you know what would be so cute is to do these as like, giant place cards, but place cards for like a get together for Thanksgiving. You could have a photo of each person or something. It'd be a keepsake to take home. Okay, I just want to throw a dinner party now, so I can just do that.
Yes.
So you're adding
That's a great idea.
Shingles?
Yep. I'm going to just kind of draw out the little chimney here. That's totally from my childhood. That's how I drew the chimneys. I like to do the little
bricks.
Yeah.
See, I recognize those as bricks.
So you can keep going with that. And then you're just going to add in your crayon.
And again, your paint is wet, and you're using your water-soluble crayon right into that.
Yep.
And it's not hurting that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Cool, and I see you're using, you're just drawing, you're alternating now between your crayon and this and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I never really have a plan, so I always am kind of alternating to fill in gaps.
Cool, okay, so what's next?
All right, so what you're gonna do, let me show you one more thing. What you're gonna do after you lay down your crayon, and this is a really fun part to me, you want to fix it.
So you're taking a room key or a hotel thing or whatever it is, and when you say fix it, what do you mean?
Seal it, stabilize it so that it doesn't reactivate. Because these are kind of creamy, and so if it were to get rubbed, it would rub off a little bit. But I'm really doing it for this part. I love to scratch into anything wet. So what you get with the gel medium and the paint.
Oh my gosh, it takes that color right off.
Yeah, so you get back to whatever color's underneath.
And this wouldn't work with water. It really has to be the gel medium.
Yeah, or a paint. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I love the way that looks. And that is how you got the super fine details, like in the curtain that I can see right here, or the doorknob is a fantastic example of where I can really, really see that.
Yeah.
And now these are your adorable boys.
Yeah, my crazy kids. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take an old button and a glue dot here.
Okay.
And
just go ahead and stick that on there.
yeah, you just want to leave a little bit of room at the top here so that it, you don't stick down your photo accidentally.
That's always one of the dangers that I find of imprecise creating.
Yes.
Because this way you can actually change the photo out, is what you were saying.
Right.
So this is not a permanent holder for it. It just comes in and out now. Perfect. And now the magic, which I'm excited to show, if I just go ahead and turn this finished sample around, you can see we have a little stand. And you said that this is super duper easy to make from just a coffee cup sleeve?
Yes, yeah, I was at Starbucks with a couple of friends the other day, and I was messing around with my coffee cup sleeve. I was like, oh, this would make a great photo stand. So
you just cut it in half, and now you're folding it, and you're gonna use an adhesive dot again to just go ahead and stick everything together. And I love adhesive dots. They're just super duper sticky, for lack of a better term, and you don't have to mess around with like hot glue or anything like that.
Exactly, yeah. I'm all about fast, so no waiting for heat. I just put one in the middle so that this stays closed. I'm gonna put one in the middle of this edge, the cut edge here, so that stays closed. And you can see you bend it back about half an inch, okay, so that you get kind of a 90-degree angle.
Right.
Then we'll put one more dot.
And put it just right on there.
Yep.
And then we're gonna attach that to the house, right?
About half an inch from the bottom.
Really, not right at the bottom?
Right, because it won't stand.
Oh.
And I just know by trial and error.
That is an awesome tip. And when you're done, you will have a magnificent house with a completely removable photo, so you can change that out to whatever you'd like. I love this idea. I want to throw a dinner party. Thank you so much, Mystele. This was fantastic.